Dark Souls 2 has two boss fights which I consider to be tutorial bosses, the Last Giant and Dragonrider. Dragonrider is typically the boss that players will face as the third boss, though I recommend doing this fight before the Pursuer if you have a hard time with the Pursuer, because Dragonrider is much easier than the Pursuer. Now the gimmick of the Dragonrider is that he has a boss arena with a small circle in the middle and with edges you can fall off. And he has two of these switches which you can use to raise additional platforms to make the arena bigger, so he's easier to fight. Now there is an exploit which you can use to make him fall to his death, but if you have a hard time with this fight, I recommend that you learn to beat the boss without any tricks first, because it teaches you some basic combat lessons. There's an NPC down there, Master Glencour, which you can use to assist in the fight, but I don't recommend using him because, well, it's not a hard fight to begin with, and using an NPC summon will cost you 25% of the souls rewarded by the boss fight. So generally I don't recommend using that here. I will be using the hand axe, but you can use basically any weapon. There's a couple of rings you can use, but honestly, you can go here right from the get-go. It's not that hard of a boss fight, as long as you play a little bit tactical. The first attack you basically always have to roll, and then the strategy is just to stay right behind him and get 2 hits in every time he does an attack, and then reposition yourself. Sometimes you have to roll because your positioning isn't quite perfect. Oh, so this is where he clams up. If he does that, you can just wait for him to lower his shield again, or alternatively, you can walk back a little bit, and he comes out of his clam up pose quicker. And that's basically all there is to this fight. You just, here I can show you. See, he comes out of the clam up mode immediately. The fight rewards, I believe, 12,000 souls. And so that's... You can still hit him when he's clammed up if you're behind him, if you're not in front of the shield. In New Game Plus, he rewards 24,000 souls. And in New Game Plus 7, it's 48,000 souls. That's true for all bosses, by the way, that New Game Plus is double the souls rewarded, and New Game Plus 7 is 4 times. It slowly builds up between there. Well, I didn't have a whole lot of iframes there, but that's basically all there is to it. The bonfire you use to respawn the Dragonrider is the first bonfire in Hades Tower of Flame. So that's this one. Now, I'm not sure if you have to defeat both Dragonrider and Old Dragon Slayer before you can use an ascetic here, but I don't recommend using ascetic here to begin with, because now you're making the run back to Old Dragon Slayer harder. So defeat the Old Dragon Slayer first before you do this. And that's it for this boss.